These two for the quarterfinals of today's Summer Cup. dem0n versus Agent on Lost World. And off the starts, we're on dem0n there. Again, getting a similar spawn to last time, but his opponent not voluntarily taking a dip into the lava. So,
what a surprise.
Very aggressive move here from Agent to try and steal that Mega. He does in fact get the frag, goes straight over to the yellow, and that's going to pick him up an LG as well. So decisive advantage, not on stack, but on weapons, and that is a key difference right at the start of Lost World.
That was so risky by Agent, because had dem0n anticipated it and hit the better first rocket, Agent wouldn't have even gotten the Mega, would have died straight away. But dem0n just got surprised. That's what surprises can do for you sometimes. Just doing something completely unexpected out of the blue. It's not actually something I would have expected Agent to do. Like, he's usually known as somebody who's very conservative in what he does. But using his rocket aim here, it's the one weapon he really excels at.
So Agent trying to catch dem0n there, just seeing maybe if he would go for a quick little double back, not the case. Red's coming up, Agent decisive control in the upper areas here. Nice, good, that's a very good rocket in fact from dem0n. It's chipping away, I mean it doesn't really do that much in the overall scheme of things, but it does stop Agent from peeking in and getting damage on dem0n, which is really the key thing for dem0n to avoid. Because he needs to basically maintain and build his stack consistently, and Agent's trying to just whittle him down constantly, so dem0n can never get to the position where he can really challenge for an item, but he may be in a position where he can at least defend, but that's already good for Agent.
Great rocket. That was such a great shot, because not only does it mean that dem0n has 100 less armor, it also means that dem0n will not be able to challenge for these yellows, and potentially Agent can get both of them now. And he's gonna get the red and probably rocket jump up to the plasma yellow. He could get everything if he knows it. He doesn't, unfortunately, for Agent, so at least dem0n has something to play with. Unless, okay. Never mind, Agent has absolutely everything on the map and dem0n has nothing. Let's go over to dem0n and see what he's doing. He still has a 50 armor, makes it 25, and what he's doing well is trying to find out what Agent is doing. What I was talking about earlier that Pavel does extremely well. Instead of going for these yellows, he just tries to stay center map and listen. And it's of course incredibly difficult, because once you go for a yellow, you lose tracks of your opponent.
Yep.
And it's just so hard to leave this room. I always like seeing how players leave it. Most of the time, yeah, that is a very common move.
So lots of damage coming to dem0n. That last rocket, in fact, from Agent, really hurting dem0n as he falls back to that yellow armor and gets the LG, the yellow. That's kind of nice. And he actually jumps straight out for the red, but just slightly missing the jump there.
He's just trying to throw off Agent right now. Agent knew that dem0n was at the LG, so he just moved away as fast as possible without giving Agent a chance to really catch him. And dem0n getting center map might rain down rockets on this red right now and deal a lot of damage. Let's see if he succeeds, and he doesn't. Agent very proficient at getting the red. That was so fast. I never seen players do that. It was up and away. I didn't even realize he took the red initially. Just did it so fast.
Yeah, and dem0n is building himself up. This yellow is spawning. I don't know if you caught that the Mega was taken just then. I mean, of course, he does need that Mega time.
I don't think so. I didn't hear it. Yeah, he's spamming it, so he doesn't know.
There you go. Agent going to go for the rocket jump. That kind of stops dem0n, and this is really good for Agent because he really knows exactly the ways dem0n can move around the map now, because there's not many places to go, and there's not many places that dem0n can go safely. So it's very unlikely he's going to go in some certain spots. But there it is. He's going to make a play onto that red armor.
Onto Agent?
And if you can just get away from here without taking too much damage, he did okay there. And he knows, I think, roughly when the Mega's going to be. That's a great bit of LG damage there. Cypher usually very proficient at making that move. Basically changed the game for him. Yeah. So dem0n taking a page out of Cypher's book.
And he should have evened out the game stack-wise, and this is always very interesting when both players have kind of very big stack, and just both really don't need items. I mean, Agent got this one, but dem0n should be getting both the yellows, and then they both have like 150 and 150. And both won't really need to take reds or megas or yellows. It will give them a small boost, but not more. And that will be really interesting to see how they will try to catch out one another.
And speaking of ammo management as well, like dem0n with the last rocket there, rocket jumping up to the rocket launcher to get more. And of course that means that that's his only option, because you can't get caught on this map without rockets, and that means no mobility, and dem0n going to go for that red armor. Actually, Agent going to just go for the fight. The commitment comes in. Great rockets. Agent could get the frag right here, but dem0n coming strong with good rockets of his own. But Agent will actually manage to survive there, and take the yellow as well. So this is kind of bad for dem0n because Agent should be able to stabilize here. If he plays this well, and he even going a little bit aggressive, he gets in way too over his head here, taking a lot of damage, and the positions switch around. Now Agent's kind of trapped around here. So a bit too aggressive from Agent, perhaps.
Well, you'd think so. I mean, if you were to objectively evaluate what he just did and how he got the first frag, both times he took an incredible risk. He took a fight that could only leave one of the players alive, and he didn't necessarily take it as an advantage. But what worked into his favor both times was a surprise. dem0n just didn't see it coming at all, and I think nobody would, especially with the reputation Agent has for being quite kind of a conservative player who just rotates the items, never takes unnecessary fights. Both his frags came from encounters where Agent just took a completely unnecessary fight, very surprisingly, after an item was picked up. dem0n just didn't see it coming at all, but great damage from dem0n. Great to stay around and wait for Agent to double back.
And Agent, with that 2 frag lead, is going to be able to take perhaps another red armor. If dem0n can just smell that weakness, though, he might be able to get some, even a frag hit, but Agent will get the red armor. Agent just managing to get out of there, only losing 50 points of armor, replenishing some health there, some shards also, going to give him more armor. He knows Mega's coming up soon, but he doesn't really have to stack the challenger. He's in kind of a bad position. At least dem0n going for that Mega is going to allow Agent to kind of safely traverse back to the other yellows. And this is going to allow him to actually stabilize a little bit. But dem0n probably with a stack advantage here.
Yeah, and he definitely has it. But Agent keeping the positional advantage, and I think he'll stay right in this area and just listen for dem0n and he'll watch where he goes and just back off once he sees him. Interesting fight. Agent really doesn't want to take fights anymore, it appears, right? He's happy with the 2 frags lead he got right now.
Oh, dem0n going to go for it. The rocket's coming in.
Great aggression.
Red's up on the spot. Agent, is he going to get away again with like no damage? But look at that, both rockets jumping up there. Agent had to do it. He had no more rockets, and here he's taking the fight with dem0n. Has to back away. dem0n has controlled that choke point. Agent has to go low all the way to the shards, perhaps. But it's the 2 options you can go for. Either go for the shards at the jump pad or go for that red armor. Which way was dem0n waiting? He's waiting for that red armor play, and with that, he got a lot of damage. So good read from dem0n there, and that's going to basically give him more and more control as Agent gets lower and lower. Now he can hear Agent
dem0n
screaming.
Could rocket jump up if he wants to, and he should really, because Agent's OG is not very good. He's probably not able to really lock dem0n in the air, and it would have been a chance for him to get a frag. Instead, dem0n opting to get as many items as possible. But I'm not sure it was the right decision, because dem0n had a big stack anyway, Agent had a low stack. So if he could have gotten a frag, he should have done it. Now Agent and 57 HP, without any item spawning for him, he's just trying to fight for his life, and I believe what he has to do is just get away from this area as fast as possible. I think what he was trying to do is get to the LG, and dem0n read it, but right now Agent just can't have it that dem0n knows where he is. He needs to, as fast as possible, just move around to an area where dem0n will never expect him.
Let's see if he can manage to do that. There's 2 minutes left. Now, dem0n sometimes is very, very patient on this map. I've seen a lot of patience coming in from him. But the problem is that right now he's 2 frags behind and he's running out of time to be patient. He's going to have to start applying some desperation moves. And there's one. And the first rocket from Agent's very, very good. In fact, that may have just saved him, in fact.
Unbelievable how he escaped that fight. I can't believe it.
81 points of health. Everything is spawning. This could, if dem0n doesn't, if he manages to get out onto that red, and oh, but good move from dem0n there, not letting it happen. I'm so happy for dem0n that he did that, but still,
and
he has to get the kill.
Agent heard it. Why did dem0n do that? Again, a missed opportunity. Agent was so low, he had 50 HP.
It's one of the situations, I guess, where you have to like really just go for a play where it may even be very against you. Like maybe you'll come out 30% of the time with the kill, but there's a minute left and he's two frags behind. Why not go for it? And now he's going to go for it. Agent's more stacked this time around though, and dem0n will get a little bit more damage here and there. But look, Agent just weaving his way around to the red armor in time, and now dem0n's going to maybe be thinking about that situation you were talking about. It's like, wow, why didn't I just go for it before?
And how did Agent know about this red? I just have to think right now, how could he possibly have known? He may have thought that after that fight, dem0n must have taken red, so he might have deducted the time from then, but he was to the second perfectly on it. And that was just some crazy stuff. But yeah, this should really seal the deal for Agent. dem0n had his chances. He had several opportunities where Agent was really low, but he just didn't find a way to attack him. Because that's really what it came down to, like the situation at the LG. Of course, if you attack at a bad angle, it might easily cost you the game. Because if you, for example, drop down from the yellow, and Agent would have come out at this time, it would have been an easy frag for Agent. But there's so much you can do. There's so many tricks you can do. You can pretend like you're doing a fake rocket jump up or something. You can spam some grenades, for example, try to lock him out from one of the ways. And dem0n should have really stayed there and try to make it happen one way or another.
And Agent's going to win 2-0. So dem0n will have to look back at the demo. He never does that though. Actually, he knows he should probably watch some of his demos. But he's like, I don't like.
It's kind of boring, isn't it?
It can be kind of boring, yeah. But
he does watch the WODs though, that I know. So you'll probably see his mistakes from another perspective, perhaps.
Yeah, he'll be able to get your criticism and hopefully take it to heart. And maybe next time he's going to be able to take down Agent. And dem0n's one of those players that he is constantly improving as well. I mean,
yeah,
he's come a long way actually. But they're already getting underway on Furious Heights, so this is his map now, his home territory. He's really good here. Let's see if he's going to be able to pull it off against Agent in map number 2. He is one frag behind, but look at this spawn. This happens sometimes, and it's just mental. But how does he even? Okay, there you go. He does. Usually, the guy with the plasma gun kind of destroys the guy on that spawn. But there you go.
Agent did not pick up a rocket to go into the mega. This might. He probably lost the mega just now, but dem0n has to be careful. He has barely any ammo left. If Agent was smart, he could have double backed there with LG. Instead, he's gonna take this red, which is probably a really good decision as well. Wow, but dem0n does such great rockets. Agent was a little bit predictable with his dodging. He was very obviously trying to get into the railgun room, and this allowed dem0n to just hit perfect rockets. He probably should have tried to, having a stack advantage, he should have tried to actually engage dem0n, which would have surprised him, like exactly what he did on the last maps on dem0n. The frags he got were when he just surprised dem0n with aggression, and that was a great opportunity for that. And there he does it.
Wow.
And that wasn't the right time. Like before, it probably could have worked, but this just was very obvious for dem0n because he saw him jumping very aggressively towards the teleporter. He had to expect him going through, and that really didn't surprise him at this point.
It definitely didn't, and dem0n going to pick up this red armor. So 3-0 the score very early on. Agent should really start to slow things down as dem0n is starting, could very well be running away with things. If he can get a strong cycle, and Agent might be in trouble unless he can. I mean, sometimes one of dem0n's weaknesses I've seen in the past is that he's not so good at hunting people, and that's amazing rail work there from Agent. And Agent's going to realize from that he can just go for the mega. If he hits one more rail, dem0n can't stick around. In fact, he's going to stick around for one, but then disappears back to the red armor. So that's okay for dem0n.
One trick
did so well.
Agent could have used is if he, while he was above, just started dropping down with the rail in hand. So dem0n would have had the impression that, like, he can probably, like, at a point where dem0n was behind the pillar and he didn't see Agent. Agent could have started dropping down this rail and then switched to LG when he was almost fallen down. And because he had the big stack advantage, he would have probably killed dem0n and got the red. Because this way, dem0n could just fall back onto the red and it's pretty even again. Agent basically won the mega, but he lost the red, which is a very common thing to do on this map. And it didn't quite give him a big advantage, as big as it could have been.
Agent going to go for that mega. dem0n doing some damage, but there comes the pressure once again from Agent as he does fire rails here and there, but doesn't manage to connect with anything life-threatening. dem0n wants to get onto this position to do damage to the red, but Agent locks him out just long enough to get away with that red for free. And now dem0n is trying to look at his options. What can he do? He's going to pick up a yellow. He's thinking about the next mega health, but the problem is that he doesn't really have necessarily all the tools. He's got no railgun ammo left. He's going to take a close fight, but he doesn't have the stack to do this, really. And Agent's going to jump on the mega, pick it up mid-fight, and dem0n still...
He's going to go through the telly.
And this is so problematic for dem0n right now. He's got no stack to work with.
Agent is starting to get a little bit predictable because of, like, the first time he was really aggressive, it really caught dem0n off guard. But now that he's done it, like, in every single fight, in every single encounter, he's doing, like, these incredibly aggressive moves, dem0n just sees them coming. Like, it was so clear it was going to come through the telly that dem0n could just fall down in the back. And Agent has to kind of...
Oh, dem0n with great rockets.
8 HP only for dem0n.
Yeah, and 22 for
But
Agent.
It's fine. It's fine because Agent will probably go for the Mega, and dem0n might actually get the red if he knows it's spawning. And
dem0n's saving himself with his rockets completely. That he hadn't, like interesting, he had absolutely no right to win that fight, and he was winning it even though he came out with less health. Scared Agent into running away, buying himself much more time to get back, or rather to get back into control. I mean, he's already winning the game, 3 frags in the lead as we hit the 4-minute mark. And Agent, there he is, he gets caught in the side with a very nasty rocket from dem0n there.
6 HP again.
My god, how does dem0n keep surviving these encounters?
And he has to run because Agent is certainly going to come into this Mega Room.
Agent's managed to get himself up to 150, 100 despite the incredible damage output of his opponent dem0n. But dem0n, how long can it last? Not long enough. Agent finally does get the frag. And Agent, of course, he's on match point. And this is dem0n's home map. So if Agent manages to win this, dem0n is done. He's through. He's out of the game. And there you go, Agent taking 2 nasty rails from dem0n. As dem0n is trying to connect one more, not able to find it. Agent just running around picking up items. And Agent is very well known for being an absolute beast as far as item control goes.
dem0n, being in the lead, should take advantage of both yellows and the Mega spawning at the same time. He should just get out of here as soon as possible.
Oh, Agent!
Or not.
That was very much a moment where he hits so little LG. It reminded me of the Ash quote. When I'm playing against Agent, I don't know if it's him LGing me or if it's just the armor, natural decay of the armor. And Agent's definitely not known for the aim. Halfway mark hit there, and it's 3-2. Agent's coming back into this game, but by no means is it a secured lead at the moment, or a secured control for him. He's got only 25 armor. Every single frag he makes is really, it involves so much pain, and dem0n's going to pick up that red armor. So dem0n goes ahead massively in the stack. Agent needs to get the hell out of there. He's so lucky he didn't get railed right there, and now he has to stack up again, play a much slower game, because he is at a massive stack disadvantage.
Is dem0n baiting this yellow? Kind of was. Not sure he was aware he was baiting it. But dem0n getting away with the better side of the map, and even in time for the red.
Good rail from dem0n there. He slides down, picks up that red armor, and Agent really needs to get damage on dem0n, at least a rail or 2 before the next Mega if he has any hope of trying to challenge it or even steal it mid-fight. And he's going to be in position around the Mega for this yellow as it spawns. And I don't know if I like this positioning. dem0n could really go to town onto Agent as Agent goes for the teleport. But dem0n actually not going to push far in.
I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked.
Agent just gets the Mega. That shouldn't work like that, right?
Wow.
And Agent gets the frag as well. So run me through what just happened there.
I have no idea. Just dem0n was too passive. For whatever reason, he decided not to attack Agent in the very beginning. When Agent was just getting the yellow, dem0n could have just gone at him with LG, and knowing that dem0n has such good LG and the Agent has such bad LG, he would have probably won that fight. Instead, dem0n just stayed away, tried to deal damage from a distance, and failed epically at it.
It's very, very depressing. Let's see if he manages to turn things around. Spamming that plasma there in the distance. And Agent can fall back onto the Mega. The yellow is up for him as well. And dem0n's going to get the red-yellow, so he's not too unhappy either. But still, oh, actually, no, he doesn't get the red. Agent can put on a challenge for this. This could be another frag for Agent potentially if dem0n doesn't play this smartly. And Agent, good attempt there. He doesn't hit the shots, but that is exactly the right play to make.
Why is dem0n continuing to fight here?
I've noticed that he does like to do that a lot. Like, even though he's, let's say, readable, he'll stick around and try to take the rail fight.
I mean, he's incredibly good. He's incredibly good, I have to say, at these like standing rail fights where you both stand like in a fixed place and just fight against one another. But then the risk was just too high, and he really had no reward from it because Agent was getting the red and the yellow anyway. So he was at least gonna have 100, 150, regardless of even hitting rail.
And you're right, and also when you say the risk is too high, like he was giving away. Oh wow, he actually came out ahead there. But like it was free at that point. Like he wasn't behind in the. And that can make a huge difference. 2 minutes left, and dem0n somehow, some way, coming back into the game with that fight surviving off of very low health there. 4-4, Mega's coming up, and Agent's going to be standing straight on it.
This is surely a frag for dem0n.
You have taken the lead.
There it is.
This is just the problem with standing on the Mega. You don't want to ever do it. Like, well, there's no reason to do it. Anyway, you can jump on it if you have to. Agent is playing desperate right now. So
Demon
close
just
on
missing
the
out. That rail could have basically just won him the game, but he missed a shot. And Agent gets another chance to get some health together, and Demon's not so stacked, so any bad bit of damage, let's say a stray rocket or a couple very well-placed rails, could be the end for Demon, or at least a tight game in here. Agent going to find him very close, and oh my goodness, he goes down around the destruct pillar, and Agent is going to make his way all the way back onto that Mega once again to try and sweep away that yellow before moving on to the red armor, which is not coming up for a little bit, so he has plenty of time to reposition, and there it is. He's going to go for the frag. He doesn't have to here. I don't know if I'd like him going for that choke point. In fact, he'll just stay back and take the red armor. And now it's 5-5. The stack-wise, Demon only has 60 points of armor to his name. And
No
Agent's
rail
going
for
aggression.
Agent.
Oh my god. Okay, this could be it.
This is it. This is pretty much it, unless Demon gets all G-spawn and catches Agent again. He doesn't. And Agent doesn't even have to go for this shot. He can, but he doesn't have to. And he probably should have learned, because in an earlier situation, he also went at the red with a great stack, and Demon just destroyed him with plasma. But I guess he felt it. He was just feeling it.
Yeah.
Just risked it. Got it. This should be it. GG.
Good
And Demon has himself to blame. Like at one point when it was 5-5, Demon just suddenly lost understanding what was going on. Like there was a red spawning before the Mega, and it looked like Demon had no idea of either of the two items. He just stood at the sort of grenade launcher and didn't do anything. Like he stood there and waited, and the red was getting taken by Agent, even though Agent didn't have a bigger stack. Like the Demon could have contended there, but he just let him get it. And then he was like around the Mega area, but not really in position for it. He was just standing around, like he was trying to get the time, and essentially gave both items away, while he should have gotten at least one of them easily.
Yeah, it definitely, there's a lot of shakiness from Demon, that's for certain.
It's like he had a blackout at some point, and suddenly
yeah,
lost everything that was going on the map and forgot everything, and suddenly, what's going on?
Yeah, that lack of focus happens sometimes, but alright guys, we'll head up another break. That of course was our first quarterfinal of today, and Agent 2-0ing Demon there, so hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back with more, so don't go anywhere.